Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Business Today Television. In our ongoing series of how to negotiate markets at record high, today we are joined by an excellent individual who's made his mark in looking at charts in different ways and finding out multi-baggers, trading the index, and doing a wonderful job with the options market. Let's welcome Mr. Chandan Taparia. He is the Director for Derivatives at Motilal Oswal Securities, a very dear friend and a person who has a deep understanding of market psychology, retail investors, as also charts and fundamentals. Chandanji, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to welcome you at a time when markets are repeatedly hitting new highs and there is a lot of interest both from the retail and overseas friends in Indian stocks.
Thank you, Sel sir. It's great to be with you and appreciate all your efforts to connect more retail and ultra HNI clients, trader and investor. Looking at the market, we always say downs are temporary and ups are permanent. And we have seen a sharp run in market in last couple of weeks.
Feel are doing fantastically well in the markets on the mid caps.
Rising market. So till the immediate level is not broken, the upside we have blue sky. But as of now, technical per se, we have major support near to 19,300 zone. Until Nifty remains above the same, this rally can extend to us 19,750 to 20,000. So on immediate point of view, we are targeting for 19,750 on the weekly and 20,000 on monthly point of view. But if we are talking about the Diwali or end of the year, then I think this rally can even extend to 20,500 level. So those who are looking for positional point of view, 18,888 is the support for the rally to us 20,500. Those who are looking for immediate point of view, 19,300 or 19,333 is the support for the rally to us 19,750 to 20,000. Those who are looking for intraday point of view, 19,400 is support for move to us 19,750 levels.
Okay, so the first immediate target that we have is 19,750 and subsequent to that in the medium term, let's say 20,500 on the Nifty by Diwali, December end. Chandanji, Nifty Bank again drawn in front of you, it's up somewhere like 4.3% year to date, which is from December 31st till July 14th. Somehow Nifty Bank has not been the aggressive animal that you and I know it to be, and it's rather quiet. Why do you think Nifty Bank is quiet, and where do you think it's headed? Do you think it's going to outperform the Nifty in the remaining 6 months, or do we see a muted 2023 for Bank Nifty?
So if you notice in the last year, we have seen huge outperformance in the Bank Nifty, and that time Nifty was done. But now the leadership has taken in Nifty because of the movement in selective heavyweights, including Reliance, IT stocks, most of the stocks from the auto pick. If I compare the Nifty versus Bank Nifty now, so Nifty is up by around 8% YTD basis, while Bank Nifty is up by around 4%. So we have seen 4% less performance in the Bank Nifty. But the good part is the base of the Bank Nifty is intact. We have seen some resilience in selective banking name, and that's why this index got stuck. But overall, I believe some upheaval will be there. However, not expecting major outperformance. It would be laggard compared to the Nifty, but yes, strength will be visible. Just couple of days back, at the beginning of July month, the Bank Nifty made high near to 45,655, and after that, it is making lower top, lower bottom, and consolidating in a lower range. But even after that, it is not breaking a key support of 44,444. So I believe till it holds above 44,444, some momentum could be here, which can take it back to us 45,250 to 45,655. If someone is looking for positional point of view, then 44,000 is the support for rally towards 46,000. So overall bias is positive, but comparatively, it's likely to be muted or likely to laggard if you look at the Nifty or selective other heavyweights counter.
Okay, before we proceed on to the Nifty IT index, which rose about 4% today, I'm sure it's a breakout on your charts as well, Chandanji. I would like you to elaborate on what has changed in the charts of both Nifty and Bank Nifty between June and July compared with, say, March till May. What do you think is different? Are volume participation more? Do you think a different kind of investor has come in? Are ticket sizes increasing on the options trade? What has happened that has resulted in such a material rally that we are seeing on across the board?
Yeah, so I noticed couple of things are there. First, the participation from FIs. If you remember, in last 3 months, FI's long short ratio in index was near to 7%, and that was the historical low. Now that FI's long short ratio has gone to 72%. So the good part is FI is continuously participating more in the index part, especially in the Nifty. Second thing is that many counters which are not the BFSI segment have outperformed, including your auto and counters from selective IT name or stocks including Reliance and all. So, and again, what we noticed that we have seen some corporate actions in couple of name in the banking. We have seen recent the merger of SDFC Limited, SDFC Bank, and all these are affecting more into the banking sentiment compared to the Nifty. So I think movement in the constitutes of the Nifty versus Bank Nifty is the main reason. Nifty is an index of 50 stocks, while Bank Nifty is about 12 stocks. And PSU banks have seen recovery from the lows, but major momentum was missing. Kotak Bank is one counter which has not performed well comparatively. So I think these are the reasons that some weighted counter or some constitute of the banking index has not performed, and that is the reason we have seen underperformance. While heavyweights counter in the Nifty and Q leader has really done well, and that is the reason that why we are looking some outperformance in the Nifty compared to the Bank Nifty index.
Okay, now let's choose our third and last index, and that's Nifty IT. Spectacular performance today. Not only is it the top gainer for amongst the indices, up 4% very sharply, it's also shown a fantastic breakout on charts. Chandanji, you've been a past master of tracking the Nifty IT index. What is the chart telling you? 30,945 in front of you, and it's broken past the 200-day DMA today, highest level since March. What is the chart saying?
Yeah, charts are turning fantastic, and this fantastic word we are using for Nifty IT after a long time, because this was the one sector which was underperforming in last many months. But now some recovery started to see, and the reason for the recovery is when Nifty is at 19,500, when Bank Nifty is near to 45,000, people are looking for margin of safety and looking for the stock which have not performed, but risk is lower. Now, if I look at the Nifty IT, technically it has given a breakout from its falling trend line. It has made the multiple bottoms, even the it has seen the crossovers holding well above the key moving average, taken support in the 50-day mark. So all these things are the reason that why we have seen surge in the Nifty IT. And in fact, if we look now, somehow we are at a yearly high in the Nifty IT index. Last year was down for the Nifty IT, but now we started to witness recovery. In this year, it managed to hold 26,000 and now moving well beyond 30,000 marks. So I believe some momentum will pick here. 30,000 is a support, and Nifty IT is well positioned to head towards 32,000. And most of the IT stocks will move, or heavyweight stock will move accordingly.
Wonderful. I'll request the PCI to keep the Nifty IT daily chart in front of us, and there is a lovely anecdote to share. If you see the value of Nifty IT on 13th of April, which was the day when Infosys reported its disastrous quarterly earnings till today, the low on 13th of April was 26,222, and today it's 30,925. So it's a 4,500 point rally that you've seen in the past, say 3 odd months. And according to Chandan, this is about to get better. We are looking at 32,000 at least on the charts in the short to medium term. Chandanji, most of the picks that I see in front of me, which you so lovingly will now describe, are from the IT space. Let's start with Birla Soft. This is a mid-cap IT play, and I must share a story with you here. Chandanji is very well known for two counters in the IT space, KPIT and Tata Elxsi. They've turned into multi-baggers over the last 2 or 3 years, and he has this knack of spotting a good horse when it's just about to leave its stable. We have Birla Soft in front of you, Chandanji, up 5% today, 380, and the low in April was 260. What do you think Birla Soft is going to do on the charts?
Thank you, Sergi, for reminding the golden days where we picked those stocks and really they have turned multifolds and people bless us for such stock picking. So thank you so much for support and guidance. We are totally looking for that. Now let's talk about the BSOC. The stock has seen good recovery in last 3 months. If I look at the price behavior of the last year, we have seen a big decline all the way from 585 to 260. In this year, it started the journey from 250 and now the base is shifting higher. Technically, on the daily chart, it has given a breakout beyond 365 and supports are shifting higher. This stock was underperformer. Now retracement started to work and momentum is picking in this sector and the stock as well. So I believe some uptick could be there. It's trading near to 380, can accumulate in between 370 around. Support is near to 350. We can see an uptick towards 410 level in VSOC.
Okay, so the immediate target is 400. Chandanji, would you hazard a guess on the medium term prospects of Birla Soft? I see an all time high of 583, of course, that was in March of 2022. That's too far away. But are the charts strong enough to push the counter above 400?
Yeah, now things are changing in IT. Earlier, we were looking at the IT as an underperformer, or we were not giving much weight comparatively because we were getting more alpha in other sector. But now margin of safety is clearly visible. You talked about the number of 585. That was the high in month of Jan 22. If I look at the entire decline, look at the retracement. 38% retracement of the entire decline comes to 378 where we closed today. 50% retracement comes to 420 and 61.8% retracement comes near to 460. So positionally target will be 420 and 460 if someone is looking for medium term or slightly long term view for B stock.
Okay, since we are continuing to discuss IT stocks, I'll request the PCR to punch in Tanla platforms in front of you. This is the next favorite on Chandan's most recent and short term plays on the IT side. Remember, Tanla is trading at about 1120 as of now. It's rallied from 500 rupees in April to 1120. More than 100% return. But what's interesting is that exactly like Birla Soft, Tanla saw a high of about 2100 rupees in March of 2022. What are Tanla's charts telling you, Chandan? This has been a very, very well known multi bagger during the pandemics phase, and it's now at 4% higher, 1116.
Right, this stock has really done well in 2020 and 2021, and I remember that time the rally started from 40 to 2000. However, not expecting that kind of move, but at least the chart indicates some sort of uptick in the counter. It has been consolidating in a range from last 20 days with multiple support of 970 and hurdle was near to 1080. But in last 2 days, we have seen a decisive breakout about 1080. So 1080 could act as a support and this really can extend to us 1200 to 1250 level on the upside in the Tanla solution. Disclaimer and disclosure that this we are recommending on technical parameters. Fundamentally, we might not be having coverage in the same.
Okay, so we've discussed 3 indices and 2 mid-cap IT stocks. Time to shift gear and move towards the big boy. However, we continue to remain focused on the tech space as of now. This is what Chandan is thinking in terms of where will you see immediate topside movement. Tech Mahindra, Chandan, it's been a very, very disappointing counter for more ways than one, but suddenly it just spotted up today, 1225. What is it saying?
Yeah, 13 weeks, 13 months long consolidation breakout is clearly visible in this counter. It is making higher tops, higher bottom on the weekly chart from last 5 weeks. It has given a decisive close and hold beyond 1185. So I believe 1185 could act as a support, and somehow this rally can extend towards 1300 to 1360, which goes to around 5 to 8% on the upside.
Chaliye. So for now we've discussed the IT space. Let's shift gears and remain with the mid cap space, but Chandan has more arrows in his quiver. Chandanji, so far Birla Soft, Tanla and Tech Mahindra. Now let's talk about ordering some good quality food. Zomato.
Yeah. So weekend vibes. Can't forget the Zomato, and especially when it's rain in Mumbai, only option is ordered through the Zomato. So the stock has really given a consolidation breakout just 2 days back, long consolidation breakout of last 20 days. It made the bottom near to 73 and making higher tops, higher bottom. Base are continuously shifting higher. This stock was beaten one, but now the technical setups are improving, holding well above the key moving average. So one can accumulate this near to 78-80 zone. When the support is near to 75, we are looking for a target of 90 level in this stock.
Okay, remember Zomato had a torrid time over the last 1 year or so. If you look at the all-time high of Zomato, it's in 3 digits, and that number is now likely to be reclaimed. 168 is what we saw in November of 2021, and the stock corrected all the way down to 41. From there, it's doubled to 82, and Chandan still finds momentum, which will continue to take it forward. Chandan, let's shift gear into mid-cap IT only, but look at infrastructure plays. Anything of interest that you find here in the PSU space that catches your attention?
So if I look at the PSUs, especially when you talk about banks, then I need to look at some consolidative move on the downside. SBI always remains our preferred pick. So in banking segment, I'll go for SBI, but not here. Let it come near to 550 levels. So near to 550, 555, we can look for up move towards 620 something levels. I think apart from that, one can talk about selective energy name. One can talk about selective EV counters. But yes, SBI is one name where we will go for buy on decline instance with support near to 555 markets.
Okay. Chandanji, a lot of value has been rediscovered in counters like Engineers India. We've seen it closing at 127 today on a very, very strong volume thrust. It's at the highest since May of 2019. Would you have a view on Engineers India?
Yeah, this stock is continuously making high tops, high bottom on the weekly chart from last 13 weeks. It has given a decisive close beyond 122 levels. Support and base are shifting higher. So with support of 121, stock has potential to rally towards 135, 140 level. So chart looks good. Selective counter from this sector are also doing well. Already we have seen correction in last many years. Now the recovery is visible. Mid cap, small cap are also doing well. So I think there is a reason that this stock will continue to outperform and hit towards the targets on higher zone.
I couldn't hear the targets for Engineers India.
So we were looking for 135 levels on immediate basis in the counter.
Okay.
135, 130.
135. Okay, wonderful. And since we are entering towards the last phase of this show, Chandan, something from the energy space and the electric vehicle space, what do you see ticking there on your charts?
Yeah, so few names from EV, and we have recommended these names in last many weeks, especially
Yes.
when I talk about the JBM Auto and Electra. These were the preferred name. However, they have seen the return of more than 50-60%, but still I believe momentum could continue. If I talk about JBM Auto, the stock opened up, headed for the new high territory. The momentum could extend. 1600 to 1700 is the target. Electra is the other kid in this segment. Momentum could continue. Base of the stock is shifting higher. Around 1310 is the support. This rally can extend to 1500 plus kind of level. JSW Energy, if you talk about major trend setup is positive. We have seen some consolidating move in last 2 days. So any decline towards 290 is the buying opportunity for the rally towards 330 zone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so these are the 4 or 5 stocks in the mid cap space that Chandan is bullish on. Let me just repeat it for you for the sake of convenience for everybody and for those who joined us late. So, in the mid cap software space, it's Birla Soft, Tanla Platforms, and Tech Mahindra. In the food ordering space, Chandan is very fond of Zomato. And in the PSU space, he likes Engineers India, Electra, and JSW Energy bring the EV and the electric part of the short-term technical portfolio. Apart from that, Chandanji is bullish on Nifty. He sees 19,500 shortly and subsequently 20,000. Nifty Bank as well as Nifty IT. his best bet is Nifty IT, given the strong current that we've seen today, the counter gaining 4.5%. Chandanji, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope it becomes a weekly visit for you on Business Today Television, so that our viewers, investors and traders can benefit from your very deep approach to charts, candlesticks. We'll try and present better charts for you, so that Chandan's deep expertise in this area is visible to all. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Taparia, and let's hope that we see more participation, fantastic rallies, and good profit in everybody's demat and banking account. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much.
That's all, ladies and gentlemen, on this wonderful show that we've started on how to navigate markets at record highs. We'll try and do this on a fairly regular basis all through the week, getting you views from fund managers, PMS managers, equity strategists, and of course technical analysts. Do remain tuned in to All Business Today Social Properties, so that you might benefit fantastically from this rally that's unfolding in front of us. Good evening and have a nice weekend, as also a very good evening. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to Business Today Television.